Alright, everybody, what's up? It's Diversity back with another video, another banger. Hope you're having a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this. Today, we're doing Rocket Cast again, and joining me for Rocket Cast, we have Coochie Man, aka, no, I can't say it. Kid Flash, aka Hudson. Say what's up.
Hello.
We got Dre Day, aka Andre. What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
We got Jack, aka H2O2. What's up? Papa Peck, aka Ian. What's going
What
on?
it do, What it do, baby?
And last but not least, Pizza Boss, aka Jesus. What's good, bro?
Fortnite.
Oh, you don't have to remute, you idiot.
Oh,
Ooh.
right.
Nice.
that's what I
Jack,
said.
start speaking Sims again.
So, yeah. Anyway, how's everybody's day going? You know, it's been a nice Black Friday when we're
Woke up
recording
at
this. What's
2
up?
p.m.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
I did too.
Wait, are we just chilling right now?
I mean, yeah, we're just having a conversation, bro. That's pretty much what a Rocket Cast
But
is.
Hudson, we are live, so don't say anything
okay.
stupid.
Introduce
yeah.
Hudson. He's a new member. Come on, featuring
Hudson
Hudson.
is actually another diversity member. We had mentioned him in the first video. I'm not sure if it's in there.
We said terrible
Not-
things about you, Hudson.
Yeah, we only said
Terrible,
bad
terrible.
things.
As usual.
Jade 40.
Only bad things.
Shane 40.
Yes, he's extremely black.
That's all you need to know about him. Let's move on.
He's a
Word
professional
lady.
Minecraft player and professional.
But no,
Pool
Hudson,
skipper.
if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, you know, what do you do? What are your dreams and aspirations? What is your credit card and social security numbers?
I haven't figured that out myself, my dog. My
You don't know
my-
your credit card
my
number?
home. No,
So
my
figure out my credit card number.
I don't have
I
a
think I'll look for my
card.
credit card.
I think I'll pay with my credit card. Yeah, I get what you mean. Still trying to find yourself in this crazy world, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much Hudson's segment. But yeah, we're gonna just tell some stories today, I guess. Just feel the vibe, feel how it's going, reminisce about some good old days. Being as quarantine got us down bad still.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us
We're
down
coming up
worse.
on a year, dude. We're coming up on a year of this.
I mean,
That
Yeah,
is
it's
insane.
actually crazy. I'm like very much
Like
not surprised.
around this time last year, people were worried
It's
about
already
it
a year
coming.
old.
Yeah, but it wasn't in here for like another few months. Like this
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
last
that's
year, people were tripping because
they were
was
tripping
about to
for a
come in here.
reason.
Well, no, yeah, obviously, but I mean, like, people started to get worried, like, oh shit, what if this comes to the States?
It's a new,
then, like-
highly infectious virus, so I'd understand why everybody be tripping. My
No, I
stomach
understand.
had something like this.
Dude,
so
I
it's
remember
fine.
our physics teacher was trying to, like, explain it to us. He said in, like, I don't know, bro, he wasn't making any sense. He was just spitting gibberish.
You just
So, like,
talking
it's like,
about-
oh, he was like, I don't know, man, I don't even remember. That dude was just going off on a tangent about the virus. And then
He
started
also didn't
talking
have
about
any feet.
What?
wait,
Yeah,
he didn't
explain,
have feet.
explain.
Didn't we talk about him last
Yeah,
time?
explain what
I
is
think we
that.
did.
So he told us a story in the beginning of the year about how he locked himself out of his apartment building, and his solution to that was to not call anybody or anything, but to climb, like, to scale the building,
Bro,
like he was King Kong on the
no,
Empire State.
if you guys ever watched American Ninja Warrior, you know, like that final obstacle, you have to spider climb.
Oh.
4 limbs on the wall and you have to jump up. That's what this man did, right? This dude misstepped, fell like 4. No,
He
it was like
slipped
not
and
4
he
stories.
fell
It was 4
2
stories.
I
It
was
was like
about
2.
to say, Jesus Christ,
No,
how did he survive?
He
It
died.
was 2 stories. He landed directly on his feet. He was barefoot too. This man was outside,
Yeah,
no shoes
because he was painting
What?
and he didn't have any shoes on.
Yeah,
so
so
he
In
went
the
out-
he owns
cold?
2 stories.
Wait, what is he doing? What's going on?
He,
What
What
he-
time
he
of
was-
year is
apartment.
this?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, can we...
It's a questionnaire, damn it. I need answers.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
so...
Answer
it
the
is.
question.
Answers,
That'll-
not sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it was like a warmer time of the year because he was barefoot. So he goes outside, locks himself out, decides to fucking spider climb his way up the side of the building. He tries to unlock the window, loses his footing, falls 2 stories directly onto his feet, completely shatters and
The
then
way
dust.
the
Thanos snapped him.
the funniest part about all of this was that he
The way he was telling us.
yeah he described them the way he destroyed his feet was
He was completely destroyed.
he said his
Like
bones turned to
amputated?
dust. Like
Yeah,
he
he got Thanos snapped.
I guess he didn't have the exaggerated swag.
no he did.
The way
He
he
didn't
jumps
have the
off the building,
exaggerated swagger
face
of a
first,
black
He
dude.
jumps off
back
the
into
building
the
and
camera.
shatters his feet. It's just full of the exaggerated swagger of a middle-aged teacher.
Yeah.
It gives me goosebumps every time I does. Every
So
time he
like
does.
pretty much this dude's feet is just made of fucking like titanium steel, and this man wears the ugliest boots ever. They clump every time he walks. All you hear is
They're like off-brand Tims, and they're like the
This
size
man
of
had-
like my arm.
This man had Toms.
still not as big as fucking Daryl's feet.
Yo, don't even.
His feet as long as his mic.
Actually, my mic is pretty small. So,
And for a mic, what about a foot?
my foot is
But
actually
yeah,
longer
that's,
than my mic.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
Anyway,
The corpse found.
so apparently your
I'm
teacher's RoboCop. That's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
So should we start with some middle school stuff?
I mean, if y'all want, it's really just up to y'all. It's really just kind of.
There's all sorts of shit from Greenfield we can talk about.
Should we start
And
off
we're
with the
going
end
to
of
have
the
to
year
bleep
field
out
trip?
that school name. Yay.
There's all sorts of shit from middle school we can talk about.
What was the name of the Diary
No.
of a Wimpy Kid school?
Nobody.
Oh, I
knows.
don't
What the
Who-
fuck? I don't know, weirdo.
Who pays attention to
you
that?
I don't
Punch
remember.
chin.
Doesn't.
Ooh,
Greg
it's only the
Hefty
two
High.
ones.
I don't freaking know. Like,
Greg has
Named
so
it after a
high.
student.
somehow I know that the name of Big Nate School was PS.
It was PS 38, yeah. Public School 38, I remember that.
Why?
Yeah, so we have a lot of tales from Public School 38 that we wish to tell to the audience.
Where should we start?
yeah, they
Terrible
definitely
middle
had
school.
Some interesting experiences.
That shit was a movie, bro.
A very,
life
very
would be a
long and
movie.
annoying movie.
It's gonna
And a
burn
movie a
us.
lot happier than the movie that's being recorded right now.
Yeah,
That
weak
is
ass high
true.
school experience.
Yeah.
Jack almost got
Okay.
canceled.
Oh,
Jeez.
we have to tell them.
Lord
We
have
to tell
mercy.
everyone. Should I tell this
Oh,
one?
Can
no.
we tell
I'm
that?
not
No,
saying.
no,
I'm not
fuck
saying
you.
the name. I'm not saying the name.
Can we
Bro.
tell that?
No, no,
Okay,
Jack's
sure.
about to get ripped apart for the
Yeah,
actual
you
story.
can't tell it. Jesus
Yeah,
By
Christ.
who?
Anyone who watches this,
Yeah, moron, the fuck?
It's liberal.
Were you-
They're gonna-
were you paying attention this year? Like, you know what happened?
What
It's bigger
happened?
than black and white.
If you've been
What do you
paying
mean,
attention for
what
the past
happened?
2 years?
He's about to get executed.
Alright, whatever,
by
fine.
Jackson.
Fine.
What,
Like refined, bro. You sound like a
bro?
For the-
Neck
for the
can't
viewers who-
breathe.
For the
Dead.
viewers who have like absolutely
Jesus.
no clue what's going on, this story is it's a little on the edgy
Offensive.
side. So
It's on the
Yeah.
flip side.
But it's
So
one of the
we're
best
just-
stories.
if you guys actually do want to see, then I actually
No,
We'll
I-
tell it when I
so-
feel like it.
Let's tell the story, but replace Jack's name with Ian. I'm cutting this off by the way, so nobody knows.
I
If you
mean,
guys do ever
I
wanna
said
hear
it.
the
So if people want to say it, I don't care.
No, Jack, you're not gonna get
I'm
canceled.
a changed man. I'm not the man I
Do
used
we
to
act
be.
like the people?
It's okay, guys. I'm no longer
Bro,
racist.
we're
Nah, I'm
talking
even
too
more
much about
racist.
whether we should tell the story or not. It's either we
That's-
tell it or we don't. Make the decision.
I'm ultra racist now.
Sure, let's do
Jack's
it, dog.
decision. Okay, we're
All
doing
right,
it.
we're just gonna send it. Yay.
All right, wait. Should we cut that whole part out and just use a different name for Jack?
This story.
Bro.
Yeah,
just
let's
Why
be
don't
like
you just edit it
no,
in?
no. Let's just be like we knew this friend, right? He used to hang
Okay,
out with
yeah,
us
yeah.
all the time.
No,
Yeah,
I
alright,
don't
so
want to be
stories.
that friend. I said it, dog.
No,
we're-
Jack, you
we're gonna
idiot.
Act like it wasn't you.
We're trying not to
Okay,
get you
anyways.
canceled.
Exactly.
I
so
mean,
come
cut that
on.
he's
all
the
out.
one. If he's the one who's supposedly gonna get canceled, and he's saying just say it because
He's
he
gonna
admits
take us down with him.
no.
Like the
He's-
person who would cancel me for it was there when it happened, bro.
No, bro. You know those
And-
motherfuckers
no.
on Twitter? Those dudes on Twitter, bro. They're
Bro.
weird.
What
Bro,
dude's
I
on
just don't feel
Twitter?
like I just
Bro,
don't
if
feel
it-
like
if we-
a lot of
Jackson.
people would watch
Exactly.
us.
Sky Jackson's better come in here and be like, yo.
What do you say,
Yeah, Sky
Skyrim?
Jackson's in the audience. I didn't say the N word.
Okay, anyways,
you-
I'm
hey,
gonna
the-
leave out your name.
Those people are weird.
I'm gonna leave out your name. Anyways, so.
Are you editing this, bro? Like,
I mean,
it's
you already-
in your
yeah.
video. I'm gonna bleep your name out.
Ian, you don't do shit around here. Come on.
No,
Oh
I
my
said I'm gonna
God.
leave it. I said I'm gonna leave it out. Fucking idiot.
You're not editing,
I never
moron.
said.
Higher.
You
said
oh
I'm
my
gonna
God, I
leave
said
it
I'm not
out.
gonna. When I'm
I'm telling the damn story.
in the story, I'm
okay?
not gonna say it. Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
you so
let's
dumb.
Fucking
Lord,
imbecile.
shut
man.
I'm
Whatever.
it's
Go
my
ahead, Jack.
story to tell.
Yes,
So,
I'm telling you, go ahead.
all right,
Let
I'm
him
telling you to
speak.
shut up.
Exactly, bro. Come on.
Okay, so this is a tale that a man doesn't like to speak of, that sends shivers down my spine whenever I so much as hear of the mention of it. But what went down was this was back in 10th grade, like 2 years ago, right? And I'm on a house party call. Jesus and Ian were there, and then a third person who I don't think we should name.
Yeah,
Who we-
shall not name.
Are we
Wait a minute.
changing the name? What's the new name?
We can
How
just
about
call that person
SJW? SJW.
We can call her Jeremy.
Yeah,
What if
so
I
we
end up watching the video?
that'll be confusing. Yeah, that would be
Call her
kind of
Jessica.
rude. We'll
Yeah,
call
sure,
her.
Jessica.
We'll call her Samantha. So we were with
Sure.
Samantha, right? She was
So we
also
were with
there.
Karen.
So we were with Miss, and basically,
Wait.
Miss what?
no, that's it. That's her name, dog.
Miss.
Can we just get to the story?
Okay.
Yeah. So we were. I forget what we were talking about that like led up to what I said. I don't recall.
Wasn't it like? Never mind. I don't even want to say the the situation.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
would
it
just
was
make
like a-
worse.
Yeah,
It was police brutality. Was
basically yeah.
Oh, right.
And
At
I
the time, this was
I-
a very big thing. I mean, it still
Yeah.
is, but I mean, something big just happened, so it
Yeah.
was relevant.
and I had the completely awesome idea to get on the mic and say something completely retarded and just burst it into the world. I think it was I mean it wasn't like I think
remember
it
what you said if you want me to say it.
yeah, it was
we
like
all remember.
yeah, obviously.
That shit's engraved in my brain. I don't think I can forget that.
It's impossible to forget.
By the way, B, Daryl, and Hudson are black, so it doesn't matter. Us.
Basically
We don't find it offensive, so you shouldn't. Basically.
what I said, it sounds very bad on the surface, obviously. What I said basically was, oh, well, the fucking cops, if African American people would be acting so crazy, the cops wouldn't have to shoot them. And that's basic. that's what I said.
But you obviously were joking.
Right. And I
It seemed
think
like
I'd-
mocking the white person.
yeah,
not...
yes. That was the intent, but it came off like complete ass. and the fourth person in the call who
Happens
feels
to be
very
related.
strongly about issues like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did not take it very well, to put it lightly. And she then got her older sister, who it was a person of great influence at our high school at that point, to come on and threaten me, and I was scared.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
pretty
a
much the
little
story.
scared.
These people
And
were.
and I remember what Jesus was laughing. Jesus
Hello?
laughed, so he got the fucking neck too.
Yeah.
And Ian
Luckily-
muted his
I
mic.
muted myself, so I was just laughing and they didn't know it. So like I was off the hook, and she goes, "Hey Zeus, why are you laughing?" And I started laughing even harder. I was like, "Dude, you should have fucking
We
muted your
made a
mic."
whole separate Discord server as like a bunker to
Yeah,
discuss
wait,
like
am
our
I
next
still in that?
move.
I
Yes,
might still
I
be in
am.
that. Send me the
The
invite.
logo is the logo for the server is the everyone 10 and up logo from the ESRB.
See, in our school, the BSU is like it's an
Black
armed
Student Union.
forces. It's the Black Student Union, but it's like the armed forces of our school, honestly.
They're
Like,
more dangerous than our military, dog.
That,
swear
the
to
older
God.
or the high school military is pretty
I fear
dangerous.
them
Fucking
more
armed
than I
militia.
fear the cartel. Like,
Like you
Which
gotta
cartel?
watch your wording around those guys.
so
And
both
I
these
believe
people
something
that,
something that she said to me was like, I dare you to go up to what's up, Alex? Anyways,
She said, go up to a black person and say that. And Jack was
What's
like,
good,
no,
fellas?
I'm not doing that.
Alex, we're recording. We
Yeah, I don't
Alex
have that.
Alex can tell stories from cyber school.
I try to keep this
With
at
him
like 5 people
interacting,
max, but
nobody.
like can Alex?
What are you guys doing? Are you doing a podcast?
Yes, we're
Yeah,
recording.
it's Daryl's podcast.
We're doing a Dead by Daylight podcast. Get out.
Shit. Oh, I can't do that. I'm retired.
No, it's Rocket League, bro.
Oh, alright. Well,
It's
y'all
not actually discussing Rocket League.
have that game. I still haven't installed.
Anyway, yeah, back to recording.
What?
But so yeah. Basically, what we were saying was the BSU in our school is pretty much just like the armed forces on steroids. It's just
I wouldn't go
that
crime
far.
force.
Yeah, no, I mean they're
There's a
not
lot of-
actually walking around with weapons.
They're not dangerous. They're not dangerous, but
They're
if
not
you see yourself,
intimidating.
like, you see a tweet that you're tagged in by them, just know your career's over. You're
Basically, the
doxxed. You're
threat
getting
was that I was going to be brutally socially ostracized if the word got out about the off-color
joke.
remark, and my
It was-
entire
she said,
career
"I
would be
will-"
in the dump.
She said, and I quote, "I will ruin your high school career." We were like sophomores at the time.
So like
I still had quite a bit of it ahead of me. I would
Still
hate for it
had
to be
quite a-
ruined.
But
I mean, looking back on it now, would it be so bad? We only had 1 year left in the physical.
that's actually true.
It was more like 1.5. That happened in the fall.
That was like
Sophomore
pretty
year.
early on in sophomore year, yeah. But yeah, so
So
that was
I don't know if you should keep this in, but I'm so sorry.
But anyway,
so yeah, long story short, be careful what you say.
long story short, if your school has a BSU, I fear for you.
We
Long
also
story
don't we
short-
also have a FSU and a GSU.
they're
It's like a
all
Man,
GSA.
ain't nobody care about that.
Yeah, they're not quite so
Irrelevant.
spooky.
But
Why
yeah,
are they
the
spooky,
worst
Jack?
part
I'm
is
playing.
the person that
Because
this,
I'm
like,
racist.
that kind of like started this altercation.
You can't tell a story that you just told and then say that.
The
I'm
worst part
different
is
though, so I actually can.
the whole situation was just like blown really out of proportion. 'Cause,
Wait,
like,
were you? Were you
I mean,
in the group at the time,
we
Daryl?
patched it up with her in a couple
No.
days.
I wasn't in the group, but after hearing the story, I like just hearing the story, I could tell it was a joke. It's obvious. Like, I don't
Oh
think.
yeah, I mean,
Jack's
you also have to
going
look.
to be going
You have to like,
around.
yeah, you have to know it's Jack that we're talking about too. Like that dude wouldn't say something like that.
Wait, I thought you wouldn't.
You just have to
But I
realize
did.
that with this friend group, we're
Oh.
just like, we're just gonna say what we want, no matter who it offends.
What was
Yeah,
that?
so sorry
Thank you. Jesus
to get
Christ.
upset.
But yeah, that was basically the time Jack almost got canceled by an army of students. It was
I mean, I will say that that wasn't a friendship ruining encounter. We still talked
Oh,
with her for a
we-
long time.
Not me.
That
Not me.
friendship did
well,
get ruined.
well,
after.
you still talk to her until this, like the whole damn civil war, but we won't get into that.
Fucking... I mean, there's not really a story behind it,
That was just
so yeah,
yeah.
we won't get into it. It was just a fucking toxic.
Let's just say that friend is. We've had a lot of issues with that friend, but we currently don't have any issues with
We?
them. I
just don't
personally-
care anymore.
Oh yeah, no,
issues
not
with-
we actually, not even we. It's just like certain people have had issues with. I really don't care anymore. I think
I think there was a bit of drama because we randomly hit her up and asked her to get on Fortnite, but it's not on the iPhone anymore.
Oh yeah.
So then we were like,
Oh my
oh,
God.
sorry, I guess you can't play.
She was like, Fortnite isn't on mobile.
we
I
can
mean,
be
we genuinely forgot that. I mean, I kind of wanted to get
It's
on
really not
Fortnite.
our
Awesome
fault that
game.
Fortnite decided to get into a dick measuring contest. Freaking Apple. So
I mean, obviously Apple has a bigger dick.
Yeah,
they have more money.
they've been around longer, so yeah, definitely think it's safe to say that their CAC's the largest.
But yeah, any other stories we can get into? Anything?
I'll step out of the
I-
spotlight.
We could start getting into end of the year field trip.
There's all sorts of. Oh no.
Should we tell about the whole Andre prank thing?
Yeah, I
Maybe the
woke up
first
in
one.
complete
The-
garbage.
Let's relive the Hershey Park trip.
We
The
I
one
was
to
not there,
which
so
one
you
was
guys
it?
tell that one.
Okay, well, me, Andre, and so I think the first thing that I think I should get out of the way is a story that was so fucking embarrassing that it's still held over my head to this damn day. Was when I was walking in the lobby of the hotel, and I was trying to get outside to the pool or to the game room or wherever, and there was a door, and next to the glass door was a glass wall. And instead of walking into the door and pushing it open, I collided into the glass wall and fucking collapsed to the ground.
I wanna add a perspective
You're
to this. I was sitting there, right? I was discussing something with the front desk worker or whatever you call him. But I was I was talking to him about something that we were trying to do something, and
Y'all been stalling.
I see this man. Sweet. I see this man.
Shut up.
I
I was telling you guys I was installing the game.
I didn't even know you were in here.
I mean, he is installing the game, to be fair.
But all right, so I see this man Jack, right, walking past me, and he's heading towards the door. He's trying to go all to like the pool. Jack, I think it was like the pool or something because it was like an outdoor pool or whatever.
Yeah.
And you try to go out there. I turn away, and I hear a boom like behind me. I look back. This man is collapsed on the ground, just feet in the air, like he got clothesline. And I was so confused. I was like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "I walked into the." He didn't even run into it. He walked into the door.
into it.
He walked into the door and started.
And
He just
I think I
collapsed.
fucking collapsed because I just wasn't expecting it. I so certainly thought that was the door and not a wall.
He walked head first into it.
Yes.
Bro, like the fucking Rhino from Spider-Man. That dude charged up.
And
Head
Like that's the
down.
thing that confuses the crap out
I
of
was
me. Like,
deprived at a point in my life where I wasn't used. Fucking collided with no, bro. That was just what happened. A door, not a wall. So I fucking went down for the count.
N-word. She's so much happier without you. Okay.
Okay, let me see.
Okay,
Hear me,
we're
moment.
just gonna cut that part out.
Oh,
what's going on?
well,
Alright,
we
so I
cancel
think
Jeremy.
next we should discuss about the 7th grade trip. We should discuss Andre and his PS4 and the damn
Yeah.
Having a
depression that he
mental
fell in.
breakdown.
It's because I was really excited. Like I was more upset than I should have been. Normally I wouldn't care, but like I'd just be like a little upset because I planned all that, and then just like, but that I was like far away from my home,
You
and
have
I
to
was
tell
just
us what
like,
we're talking about.
so calm down, all right.
I swear, bro, chill out.
I'm bad.
All right, no, you're
Probably.
impatient. Anyway, so we had a end of the year trip for a school, and what we planned to do because we were little boys, and we heard that there was gonna be a TV in our room, like there was the Eddie hotel room. So I don't know why we started going ape doo doo on it. So we hear that there's a TV, and we're all talking about like, yeah, let's bring our consoles, guys.
I'm alone.
It's like, yeah, I'll bring the.
We know, Jack. We know.
Man,
Yeah,
who's
why
left.
Left the game. It's losing 6-0. But Jack's like, yeah, I'll bring my Wii U, and I was like, yeah, I'll bring my PlayStation.
Yeah, I was one of
two
the
things to
7
play on.
people who owned that.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'll bring my PlayStation, and then we're all we're getting hyped up because it's gonna be a cool trip. I was like, yeah, I'll bring this game and all that, and we'll play this and that, and the night before, I'm packing my stuff all happy and everything. I think I the funny thing is I double checked, quote unquote, everything to make sure I had every cord and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. All right, I'm ready. And and behold,
Jeremy might be
we're
lacking
at
brain
the-
cells.
I think you may be lacking brain cells. But anyway, so we get there in the hotel room, and it's later at night, and I'm finally ready to set the bad boy up. I I plug it in, right? I set it up, HDMI in, check, and then I'm like, okay, time for the power cord. My power cord isn't in my bag, and it's nowhere to be found.
And then he fell into a
And
deep depression.
I was in a deep depression. I didn't want to talk or do anything with anybody
We just left
because
him
I was
sitting
so
alone in the room.
because I wasted all that time rambling on and getting. I had nothing else to do either. Like I
you
didn't
had
have
been
any
you had been
swimming trunks or
planning
anything.
like a Mortal Kombat tournament like that whole year.
Yeah, it was because Mortal Kombat X came out not too long ago, and I was so excited because I just started learning how to play the game and everything. So it would be it would be cool to play it with my friends, and knowing that to play one of my favorite franchises with my friends, I don't have the facilities to do that. So I was just upset, and I had nothing else to do. Like I said, I didn't have any swim trunks with me or anything. I didn't know what else to do, and I was just bummed because I had nothing to do. And then you guys were like swimming and doing whatever, so I was just sitting there and walking around, looking at stuff for hours.
Do we want to tell anything else from that field trip?
Was there anything else from that field trip other than our
Other than,
teachers
like, when I
coming in out of
cuffed
the
you.
door claiming
Oh no, we're
What?
not going to tell that story.
What?
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 No, when I showed up and interrupted you and during
I
a
would
big
like-
moment.
Oh,
I would
Hershey
like to
part.
stay very far away from
Uh.
relationship stories.
That one was just
Long,
funny.
long
This man
story
fucking-
short, I was lost all day and pissed off, and I finally found them again. Right when Andre was doing some romantic shit.
Andre was trying to get
Basically.
some
Yeah, I
bitches.
was
Wait, what?
I was talking to this girl, and then like I was about to settle the score. This man comes walking down the hill because we lost
Settle
him the
score.
whole
What are you
trip.
trying to fight?
Y'all ditched me. Y'all ditched me at the start because I was nauseous,
We
and
didn't
y'all just
ditch
walked
not.
away.
Like-
Yes, you fucking did. I was sitting on the bench because my stomach hurt from the spinning ride, and y'all left me.
Man,
You just
Jack, you shouldn't have been
walked
nauseous
away.
then. The fuck? Come on.
Bro.
Yeah, it's your Tommy's fault, not ours.
Exactly,
Sorry.
bro. You folded.
I'm gonna
How do you
cry.
feel?
Sorry, Jack.
How do you feel, Jack?
I feel pissed off. Anyways,
Wait a
I think if that's all we have to tell from our 7th grade trip, I think we should give Hudson and Daryl some time to talk about their middle school careers.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
lime.
But wait, before we do, I just thought of something real quick. A short story. So this was like in sophomore year. Y'all remember how we used to like do stupid stuff at the lunch table? And like the fake
Yeah,
fight and
I think I know
stuff.
what you're about to say.
Every
I think I know what you're about to
single
say.
You remember how Ian
Oh
Do you want me to
no.
tell the story or should you?
You
Oh,
remember
no.
how Ian
God
elbowed
damn
Jack?
it. Fuck it up.
Oh, I didn't know you were telling. Okay, I'll tell this one. I'll tell this one.
This man
You
straight up
big-
Thunder punched this man Jack
No,
in
okay,
the
let me
head.
tell the
You
story.
even
Let me tell
know.
the story. Let me tell the story. Let me tell you. Okay, so we were sitting at lunch, right? For some reason, grape juice was squirted on me, and
being
I
an
squirted
asshole.
some back. Like, what the fuck? And then he squirts it on me one more time, and just for some reason, like something in me just clicked. I turn around, give this dude the craziest left hook of the century. Like, I don't think I've ever, like, hit somebody that hard. And the thing was, like, it was not on purpose. Like, it was just a split-second reaction that I just turned around and said, right in the
It was like a
jaw.
quick-
Fucking,
It was
dude,
like a
he
quick
flies out
jab.
of his seat. He flies out of
What?
his seat, and then I, like, make eye contact
I-
with the guidance
So
counselor.
did I fall on the floor or did I like
You fell
fall
on the
onto
floor.
the bench?
No,
thought
it
you
was
fell
on the bench.
I think he fell on the bench. I didn't
'Cause
remember
he
this
fell
man
into me,
collapsing
I think.
across the cafeteria.
No, I sent this dude to Tim. No, I'm playing. I just exaggerating stories. My bad.
Yeah, he
He did not go
punched
flying,
me and I
but,
flew
like,
all the way back to my house.
No, okay. No exaggeration. This time he like fell onto the bench, whatever. I felt so bad. I was like, dude, are you okay? I didn't mean to. And I look to my like left and I see the guidance counselor just like standing like 20 feet away from the table, just looking at me. I'm like, dude, fuck. Like I'm busted. Like she just saw me punch this guy.
He's okay.
And like she just looked at me. I looked at her and she looked away. I was like, I'm just gonna act. I was like, okay. I mean, I thought I was gonna get fucking booted or something bad, but she turned her shoulder. I made sure Jack was okay, and I apologized about 20 times.
Yeah, I still don't
That was
forgive
an
you, by the
accident.
way.
Our
See,
school
no,
is
see, I
utter
have a-
garbage.
I
Like,
have
our
a
school is
thing-
really utter garbage.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't
I
really
was-
get away with anything there.
I have this weird thing of harming people
Except for
without
bringing
even
pop
trying.
brownies in your pants and they dropping out while you're in the security line.
Yeah, the only time you ever get busted is at the fucking metal
Security at the
detectors.
school is so ass.
Oh, yeah.
If they bust, like, yeah, bro.
If you get
People
busted there,
sneak in
you
so much
deserve
shit.
it.
Swear.
Yeah, I agree. I've had a couple of friends
Wait,
who
no.
got busted.
I wasn't
And-
not specifically there, but I do have a school story about how the time I got busted.
How'd you
Damn,
get
you got
busted?
busted.
that one day?
Did you deserve it?
No, because it was kind of forced on me.
So how was he?
You
Alright,
you were
story
forced to
time.
get busted.
No. What happened was, so I'm in school, right?
Yo, how do I
I'm
play with you
chilling.
guys?
What?
I have to
Here.
get in. How do I play with you?
You have to,
Bro,
you have
we're
to add them
in
as
the
a
middle
friend.
of recording.
You have to-
can join us, but just text anything you need to say,
So it's-
unless it's about the
Oh,
recording.
my bad.
No, you're good, bro.
This better be 2-on-3s.
But
Lord have mercy.
But so I'm in class. We just got done taking a test. Well, not we. For some reason, everybody in that class except for me was pretty much a freaking idiot, and they for some reason just
No, that's
didn't
including
understand. They didn't understand basic chemistry, even though like we literally had just reviewed it before the test. So I was done early, and I don't want to sit in a service. So I decided, I'm gonna just go to the bathroom, listen to music, maybe relieve myself. So I go, I take the bathroom or whatever.
What is that?
All's good.
Pause. What do you mean
Sorry,
relieve
rewind.
yourself?
Yeah, dude, that's what I got caught up on. I don't
Quickie.
know if y'all heard me chuckle.
This man
But,
beat
like,
his pee-pee, bro.
Man, having a
I
quickie in
relieve
the
myself with some
bathroom.
Larkin love. Like, bro, like
Pee.
What's some Mia McCloud, bro?
I had
Bro,
some
how many
pee.
people
Who
do you
says I'm
think-
gonna relieve myself when they
Bro, how
have
many
to
people do you
urinate?
think like actually do some weird stuff like that at school? Like I don't want to think
Okay, bro,
about
that-
it.
that
like,
place is full
I
of
guarantee
weirdos.
you.
But anyway,
Who was it that
back
I
to
was
the
talking about the one video with? Of the dude in the bathroom.
Okay, but never finish the story, then you can tell that.
But so all's good. Everything's chill. My teacher knows me, so she knew that I was done. So I was just gonna go to the bathroom, chill for a bit, whatever. She was fine. So I go to the bathroom. I'm sitting there. I'm just chilling. I'm up on the little windowsill, just leaning, kicking back. And then these two idiots come in. As soon as these two idiots walked in, I left, bro. They walk in. They pull out a bunch of like 10 vapes, like a freaking what's it called, dab pen, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just sitting there like, I really don't be here for this. But I knew one of them, so I was just chilling. Said what's up, dapped them up, whatever. Next thing you know, it's like 5 minutes into them being there. We're talking, everything's chill. A freaking security guard just burst through the door, just out of nowhere. Like he just knew we were in there, so he just kicks down the door. And the first thing that what my friend does is instantly toss me everything he has.
Bruh.
Some delinquent
I'm
shit.
friend.
Dude, you under the
just instantly. I'm
Top
just sitting
10
here.
funniest moments.
So I'm just sitting here, just like completely confused because I was like kind of half in the stall, so I didn't see who came in. I just the door. Then I hear the security guard that I recognize. He comes in. He goes, What are you doing in here?" And I'm like, "Oh God!" And then before I could even like try to do anything, this man is already like half in the stall. He just looks down at my hand. He just looks down at my hand, and I'm just sitting there just holding all this stuff. He just looks down at my hand, looks up at me, and is just like, "You're going with me." I'm just like, "Oh, come on, bro. You couldn't give me a pass. Like I was not even mine, bro. I'm just. He was like, "No, you're coming with me." And so next thing you know, I'm in the office. And I'm trying to get myself out of this situation by any means. Nothing is working whatsoever. And then they called my mom. The best part was she.
I could hear the best part.
Wait, so that
Best
didn't
part.
happen just me?
No,
the
Hudson,
best
you
part
got
was-
DC'd.
Yeah, you
No, I
best part
left because I
was
couldn't
that,
hear anything.
that she
Bruh.
just didn't pick up, and I was like
We
so
all
excited.
candies you got.
Dude, that's the
was
thing.
so
My parents don't
okay.
pick up. My parents don't pick up from numbers that they don't have saved in their phone.
I was
So,
like,
like, I'm
no.
just
The thing
immune.
is, here's the worst part. They called first, didn't pick up. I was so excited. I'm thinking, all right, I'll win here. Like, I at least get like a couple minutes to explain myself beforehand. And then instantly she calls back.
Ooh.
Oh.
Rip.
So yeah, I had to sit in the guidance counselor's office, talk to my not talk to my mom. She didn't even want to hear from me. I heard on the phone. She just said, "I'll talk to you. Get home." And I'm just sitting there thinking in my head, "All right, I'm done. I'm dead. It's a wrap. She's about to bury me in the backyard."
This man got
Like-
framed.
Because
I'm
it wasn't
just
just
saying.
like, because it wasn't just that. Like I had to do a whole bunch of extra stuff that was probably gonna end up going on like my transcript, or at least I thought, but it didn't. I ended up having to go to
It's
like
just
some,
a bad case of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, like I had to go to to this little class instead of going to lunch where I had to like talk about. It was basically
Lunch
Alcoholics
detention.
Anonymous, but for drugs.
Mhm.
Hate lunch detention, bro.
So I went to, a freaking.
He said
That
that, and I
man's
got.
seen some shit. That man has
No, it's
just
so,
had
it's so
flashbacks.
annoying.
Dude,
So I
I've never
went
been
to
to
freaking-
detention.
So I went to freaking Drug and Vapaholics Anonymous, and the
Yeah.
funniest part was I learned absolutely nothing because the teacher was just really chill.
Wait,
and-
was it Drug Debbie?
Yes,
Or no,
bro.
I probably can't say that. Bro,
Oh,
Drug
I have
Debbie.
her in
I've
health.
ever
She's
heard.
weird. That's
She's
the bitch
like,
that looks like Muscle Man.
she does look like
The
Muscle
thing
Man.
is, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, throughout my whole school career, I did a lot of stupid stuff. So, like, I ended up hanging out with an interesting crowd. So, everybody that was in that class, I knew them. So it was really just kind of chill. Like, we
Boom,
just
beach.
chilled while the teacher talked about drugs that she's done.
The funny thing about that whole situation is you do the stuff you got in trouble for, but the time you got caught, you weren't doing it.
Exactly, bro. The one time, I literally was not in the wrong.
See, bro, that's why I like hated going to the bathrooms, is because there'd be like 10 heads smacking the same thing, and then a security guard bust in while I'm like mid piss, and like I have
And
to like say,
whenever I'm in the
excuse me, trying
bathroom,
to get
it's
to the
head
sink.
down, do your shit, and leave.
You gotta wash your hands though. That's a must, especially at
I-
dusk.
Some
yeah,
Daryl can't do.
I do that.
Yo, I did wash my hands. You just
No,
didn't
bro.
hear
This
it.
man, no. I'm gonna tell you this. So we're on
No,
the
I'm
call,
not discussing.
and no, I'm gonna discuss it. Don't worry about it. So we're on a call, right? This man goes to the bathroom,
How about
and
played yes?
We just
like,
have that
he-
type of
he
friendship, by the way. We just like I really just don't care. I
He-
just
yeah,
be
he
in the
had-
bathroom.
he he went to the bathroom, but he did it on call, so we heard literally everything. Like, and we heard everything except the sink pour out water.
See, bro, the thing is,
We
when
just
I-
was like we were just like, bro, did you wash your hands? He's like, yeah. He's like, no, you didn't. I was like, I heard everything except the.
Bro,
And
I
then just-
swear on my life, I had washed my hands. Y'all literally.
Bro,
in the
I
middle
hear
of
no
the
paper
night-
towel.
Exactly. No,
I hear no
always
paper
use a
towel.
Bro, who has paper towels
Exactly.
in the bathroom?
Yeah, like
Are you guys
Yeah,
normal
that is
game or
true.
you're not playing the game?
And what
Dog.
noise does it make?
what I'm
The
thinking is
sound
the
of
noise
paper
probably
towel
was too
ripping.
loud.
Like,
got
what do you mean?
noise
What
going
sound
on.
does that
You're
make?
in the middle of a game.
Like, what is what?
Can we not talk over each other, please?
Yo, you guys in the
I
middle
can
of
mute
a game
individual people. It's fine.
trying to play, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I want for Christmas.
What are you talking
Well, if
about?
you're playing, you're
All I
sharing.
want for
This
Christmas
is
is
a since you're in the recording now.
Yeah, Alex Poland, tell us some SciTech stories.
I'll
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
no,
a
no, wait,
side
hold on.
story if you
Let me
let me in the
introduce
fucking
this
game.
man. Let me
Yeah, we
introduce
gotta
this man.
introduce him.
This here is
I'll
Alex
tell you a story
Poland.
if you let me in
He's
the game.
our
You let me join the game, I'll tell you the story.
he's the guy
Dude,
that
he's
does all
trying
the
to introduce
modding.
you.
Shut up, Alex.
Bro, he's the guy who does all the modding stuff for any Minecraft series that we're going to be coming out with. He's pretty much just a nerd.
Manhunt this weekend.
But
Yeah.
he's all around cool dude. One of my favorite DVR members. Say what's up, Alex.
Yeah, let's crack that
intro-
Wait, we
really
got favorites now?
Obviously, I'm joking.
Nah, I'm playing.
We
I'm
don't.
muting
Favorite
this
is
man.
definitely
joking.
H2O2.
Yeah,
Alex,
favorite
after
person.
after this game, we'll invite you.
Alright, sounds
But,
good. My favorite person in the group is probably Ian. But, you know.
Actually,
bro, what?
seriously?
Yeah, actually, he said, "Hold on,
Real.
stop."
Oh,
If I had to
I
pick my
said-
least favorite, it'd probably be Craig. But
I take back what
You
I
said
said.
Craig.
you know, fuck you.
He
Me
called
and
weak
Craig
ass
Craig
Craig.
Or I have beef with Craig.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Alex,
Gregory.
just kind of introduce yourself a little bit. What do you like to do? Who are you? What do you want to do for
Who
your
are
future?
you?
What are your goals and aspirations? What's your social security number?
Where am I?
What the fuck? Alright. Yo, what's
Where
going on,
am
fellas? My
I?
name is I go by Alex Poland, aka Nescalana, aka Pour More Plays, aka Undertaker the Keep,
AKA
Shut up.
Blood Cook.
You know, I dig a
Undertaker
lot
the
of
Discord
beats,
mod.
you know.
That's his fucking Dead by Daylight name.
Oh my Christ!
Do I have a story? Got a couple. This one time I got suspended. All right, so here's what you got to understand. Everybody at SciTech, there's a rule. There's like an underground world to SciTech to getting the games, like the unblocked websites. What's new? What's hot? Because we had fucking laptops. We're allowed to carry them wherever we want. During activity period, everybody was in the eye center playing games. If you were smart, if you were dumb, you were in one of the stupid ass activities they gave you. That shit was boring as hell. Fucking, I got put in like a all female group because I didn't sign up in time. What the fuck? We were watching. They wanted to watch Disney bullshit. Bro. Got me
Women.
fucked up. I was like, how the fuck did I get put in the
Literally,
female group?
why?
What the fuck is this shit? Anyways, this one time there was this. All right, so yeah. So the whole point of the like underground world is to find the websites where you can play the games. Now keep in mind, this was when I was in like 6th grade, so everybody wanted to play like all the newest games and shit, Flash games, because there was nothing else to do. So I found somebody gave me this thing on a flash drive to bust the system and get to any website, not just normal Flash websites, unblocked or anything. You could go to block websites if you had this program. Now I gave the program to basically anybody who asked for it because you gotta understand, I was picked on so much that I was willing to do basically anything in order to rise up the ranks, you know. And since I was the one dude anybody could go to get the program, you know, I had a little bit of fame. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody ratted on me, and
There goes that fame.
So somebody ratted on me. Now here's the thing: same day, somebody apparently who I gave the program to used it to hack into the fucking principal's computer. I don't know what the fuck they did, but I was looking at.
What the hell is wrong with your?
They busted me because they thought I had done something else, not just to give the program. I was looking at a week of suspension if I admitted what I did, but I told them I was not the right dude, and they found the right dude. That was the first time I was suspended.
swear,
got
officer,
suspended
it
for a
wasn't me.
fucking day. I got suspended that was the first time I was suspended, and it was because of some bullshit. The other kid, I don't even
day's
know what
not
happened to the
bad.
other kid.
That dude's probably incarcerated.
Hold a
That
day
dude's
off.
probably
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
incarcerated. I don't know what he did. I was looking at a week to expulsion. It was terrible. That was probably
Week of expulsion.
Here, do you have any
So I
stories
remember I was
about
I was
the group?
talking to I was talking to the twins. I won't name them, but I was talking to the twins that also went to that school, and they said the school just sucked.
It's terrible. It's fucking hell.
I haven't heard any good things about it because I know
Oh,
I have a friend who goes there and they do like really weird semesters too. Like
Exactly. Yeah,
like-
SciTech overall is a terrible school. in my opinion.
yeah.
Just like
You have
every
to,
other
like, write
school.
the thing
essays
is,
to get
the thing
in.
is, we have to bleep every time you say psych.
Oh,
Do you know how
Yeah,
many
but
schools
they-
are called science and technology? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
don't
a
think it's like a
general
huge
name.
deal either. Especially for schools. Like we didn't
Well, it
not
is our
saying whack
senior
ass
year.
schools.
It is our
These
senior
are-
year. We can just leave. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Like, fucking
Oh
yell at
no,
us
I
'cause
think
we
they
were
might
talking
live
shit?
in a city with the science and technology school in it.
Oh,
But
yeah, let's
well, if
move
you
on.
ain't got any other,
Okay,
I think we should
Everybody
give
here
Hudson
except for
and
Alice
Daryl
goes
some
to.
Oh my!
Is the
Hudson.
game over or is the game still going?
The game's
Might as well
over.
just
It
wrap
just
it up
ended.
at that point.
Oh my god.
Do you have an epic ID that I'm supposed to add?
I mean, basically, we're
Send it
just
to the
telling
chat.
stories.
Send it to the chat.
Alright, just
Alright.
Now, I think we should give Hudson and Daryl some time, and then I
Yeah,
think we
the
should tell
callbacks.
about
Eighth
we
grade.
should tell about the end of the year field trip, and then also like the pranks
Nice.
on
Can
Ava,
can somebody put their
Oh,
code
and
in the chat so
We
I can
have
join
to
the
tell
game?
about the pranks on
I
Ava.
just
and
wanna
like
play
the
game.
maybe bleep the name out, but the Catholic school shit with Ian.
And you. Don't forget that turned around on. Oh wait, hold on. We're telling the Catholic school. So
It did in fact turn
Well,
around. on
before
me
you
and
start
Ian.
another story, can you send me a code so I can fucking play the game?
Oh,
I'm not on the game right now. So you should
I fucking gave you
text
the
Daryl
story.
through the chat so we can go on with this. Anyway, so this was 2 years ago, right? And
no,
we
no,
were
not
making
yet.
the-
Give Daryl and Hut. It's been
Oh,
us the
okay.
whole
Yeah,
time.
they didn't.
all right, fair.
Put a code in the chat, you fucking mom. I'm trying to play this damn game. I installed this shit. It's fucking 13 gigabytes. Bro. Give me the fucking code. I'm not asking.
Oh no, 13 gigabytes. Oh.
I have no idea what the code is, bro.
There is no code. Somebody
I
add
just-
him so you can invite him to the game.
Holy shit.
Hey,
What's your epic?
hold
name?
on, Daryl. Watch your mouth.
Bro, I haven't even
Alright.
said anything.
I feel bad for the person that's
Not you.
Hudson, Daryl, would you guys like to tell any stories about or the school you used to go to?
A lot of stuff happened there. Daryl, do you remember anything? Because I don't have any stories in my head right now.
We were on call a long time ago. Y'all were talking about how you scarred a teacher or some shit. I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh.
We have definitely started a couple. But
That wasn't us, but
wait,
or,
which
well, it was
one?
basically the
Which
entire
one?
school.
Which teacher have we? You remember Miss? Oh, shoot,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say, but
Oh
Yeah, we
wait, no.
had
Let's
this-
give her out. Let's expose her.
she was a terrible person. But anyway, so we had the Spanish teacher. We went through a lot of Spanish teachers, mind you. So this is just one of the Spanish teachers. We had a Spanish teacher who, basically,
He's the boss. I sent you an invite.
she looked first off, the way she looked, bro, she had jet black hair, eyes that were so dark they looked black, a giant black mole on her freaking upper lip, and a massive and a visible mustache. So
She might as well be a turned off computer screen. Like,
In
with
other
all that
words,
black
my
on her hair.
dream woman.
But so like she just looked evil, okay? And she was evil. She was just a mean lady. She would just yell at you for no reason, give you detention, call your parents, and make stuff up. She was just all around a bad person. So one day I'm in class. I don't think you were there for this, Hudson. One day
Is it
I'm
Simba?
in class. Yes. I'm in class. We had this foreign exchange student named Simba, right? The only reason I'm gonna say his name because like it's a really cool name and he's dope for this. But like
It's
finally,
notorious.
like he was the only person to ever stand up to. So I'm in class. I'm not even
Not
in
just
this.
stand up.
I'm not even in this class. I'm just down the hallway and I just hear screaming. So like I go to the bathroom and I walk past the Spanish room and I look in and I just see this man going off on the teacher. So I'm looking. They're going back and forth. He's yelling at her in a different language, and she's yelling at him in Spanish. They're just going back and I don't think they understood each other. They're just going back and forth. It's just the most hilarious thing because Simba's like freaking 4'3" at the time. Like he's a short dude. So so they're just like going at each other, and I'm just thinking in my head like, why is he getting closer to the teacher? Like usually when you argue, you kind of keep your distance to the teacher because you don't want the teacher to accuse you of anything, especially this teacher. So he's just inching his way closer, and I don't think she was noticing what he was. And as he finally gets in like arm's length, and she always wore like these black infinity scarves, so they didn't have anywhere where you could release. You just take it off like a loop. And I just see him lunge at her, grab one end of her scarf, like swing it, like swing around her because she was a tall lady, swing around her, and to the point where the scarf is now behind her and it's just wrapped around her neck, and he just starts choking and dragging her down the hallway. It was probably the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. Just this tiny kid jump up this beanstalk of a woman to drag her down the hallway. It was the most hilarious thing. So it's pretty easy to tell that teacher never came back.
Oh yeah, I think Simba was going after that too.
Yeah, he got kicked out of this.
Simba is a really cool name.
Yeah, it really is.
That is pretty sick.
A little bit twisted, even.
Let's see. What's another story we can tell?
If you want, I can tell the other Spanish teacher story because I was actually involved in this one.
Miss Clink?
Yeah.
What happened with her?
Oh, I got you, bro. So another Spanish teacher, another one of those ruined. She comes into play after this one left because she was dragged by a midget, and basically what ends up happening is. She's like a sensitive, extremely sensitive lady, and if you're at this school, you really just can't be sensitive. Like you just can't be. So she's going off on the class. Nobody's listening. Whatever. Everything's just normal, Until one day, somebody in the back of the class called her. I think they called her a fag or something like that. Some derogatory term for someone of the gay community. And
yeah.
Nobody knew
I forget
that.
this.
Granted, nobody knew this about her, but she actually was gay. So as soon as this kid said that, she just like had a full mental. She was already crying.
Her voice like
she had
broke,
a
dog. Her voice was so shrill.
Mental breakdown.
Damn,
And
but now I
just,
feel
like-
bad.
And just
Honestly.
Y'all were some deviants, bro.
It wasn't us though.
just-
Like
it just started.
Your class, I mean.
Screaming,
Yeah.
and then she just goes like, we're wondering why she's screaming because we still didn't know like what her situation was, and she just
What do
goes,
you mean? Y'all don't listen. You just get paid for nothing. Like they get caught already.
and then finally somebody says,
Verse 3 on
"Hey,
two,
why are
bro.
you
It's
even
unfair,
why
bro.
are you even crying? Like it's not even that bad of a word." She said, "I am gay," and ran down the hallway flailing her arm.
Oh no.
I felt okay. The
Bro,
thing
that
is,
was
though,
her
like,
coming out story?
Yes, that was her
Jesus.
That
coming
is
out.
This
probably
was
that's
stupid.
probably the worst coming out story of all time.
Yes, it is, bro. I felt so. I didn't do anything, and I felt bad. Like, so like when she came
I always
back,
felt bad just
when
how
she like
everybody talked to her.
after like most of the period, she was gone, but she finally came back, and like I got low key kind of bullied for this for like a day or two, but I didn't really care. I went up to her and I actually like apologized for that person, and was like, yo, like
That was good of
underst-
you.
Like I actually do like care about all that because it's actually a really big thing in my family. So I just really felt bad. But like overall, it was just an interesting story. It was just it was something interesting to watch in 7th grade.
Hey Daryl, you remember Michael?
Oh yes.
Dude, everybody
yes.
hates that guy. Cut that out though.
Yeah, no, cut his name out because I purposefully didn't use his name. He was the one that said it.
Oh, well, you're right. You're actually
No,
right.
he
And I
had,
didn't
like, he
think-
had a few friends and in high school, and then those few friends just don't fuck with him anymore.
Wait,
I-
cut this out, but who are we talking about right now?
Michael
I'm a
Smith.
fucking-
He came from
yeah.
Colfax with us.
I don't know.
But
But
like, you remember how she had this tattoo that like you could
oh
see?
yeah. So she had this whack tattoo. I don't know, bro. This lady was just all around us interesting. She was a strange lady. I feel
Yeah.
bad for everything she got put through, but at the same time, she was really just a strange lady.
Like she tried, but like, man, Colfax was too much for one of the
She
likes
just
of her.
she just couldn't take it, bro. She couldn't hang. But
What?
yeah, that's another Spanish teacher we ruined. I don't think we ruined the first Spanish. Yeah,
She ruined herself. That's on her.
How do you know these things? You didn't go to that school.
I was thinking that.
Like,
He
I was
ruined
like, hold on.
I
herself.
just heard the story. What do you mean?
No, not that, not that Spanish teacher. Another one.
Oh my!
We-
How many
we didn't-
Spanish teachers are there? What the hell?
Let's just
In
say we
fifth
ruined a
grade,
lot
there
of
was-
people's careers.
I mean, in our middle school, there's been like 3 or 4 art teachers, mostly because the first one fainted on day 1. She fainted like during the job. Yeah, she like it wasn't even like
If we
it wasn't
if we want to talk about asshole teachers, I have a story. I think you'll
Don't
all
Mr.
know
Burns.
immediately who I'm referring to.
Oh no, 100%. I immediately knew.
Oh my-
You especially,
Hallway
Daryl, because
man.
you went
Miss
to the school.
H-word. Wait.
Oh, I thought you were talking about hallway man.
No, I was talking about Big Muscle Man.
I
So you're
don't know,
talking
but-
about
Oh, well, he's just a
Ah.
crackhead. And he's just a. I was talking about Mr. Burns from
God.
who was our
Oh, we
math
got a few
teacher.
stories about that guy.
Our math teacher in 8th grade and 7th grade, and he was a fucking dick. He was a fucking
To
asshole.
you.
Yeah, to me especially. I feel like in a weird sort of a way, I was his favorite student, and that's how he showed it by being a fucking asshole to me, by constantly making fun of me. Like for context, in 8th grade, it must have been in October. I used to have to get to school by walking from my dad's to my mom's, and on the way, right, I was walking, and I'm passing by this woman with her dog, and the woman, as I'm about to pass her, I guess I seemed apprehensive because she says to me, "Don't worry, he doesn't bite." So then I am walking past the dog. I'm sort of jogging, and the young hound sinks his damn teeth right into my fucking leg. So instant is like 5 seconds after I'm told the dog doesn't bite, it fucking bites me. And I mean, fucking, I don't want to get into it because that's not the point. But like, I show up to school later that day. I probably should have taken the day off, but I didn't. I show up into his class, and he's like, "Hey, yo, Jack, why are you fucking late?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I got bit by a dog." And he was like, "Oh." And then from that fucking day, right? There'd be turkeys in the fucking parking lot, and he'd point them out, and he'd be like, "Hey, Jack, the dogs are coming to get you." It's like,
Wait,
you
wait.
fucking piece.
Could I have a story about Mr. Burns and Jack real quick? Because I was
Oh
actually
my
in the class,
God.
so I experienced this bullying firsthand. So we
Call the
would
turkeys
like
dogs.
so we would have double periods, right? And second period of the math class, we would have to go on the tablets for some math program. And when Jack would go up to the cart, Jack would reach in the cart, and the teacher would move it out of his way. He goes, "Come on,
I
Jack."
think that was because I asked a lot of questions. I still do. When I
Yeah,
always
the
ask my
man's hand
teachers a
would
ton
go-
of questions. But he like, when I was walking up and he knew I was gonna ask a question, he'd pick up the fucking iPad cart and scooch it in front of me. I'm like, "Bro, I'm just trying to ask a question." He's like, and well, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of many other stories. I just remember him pointing to turkeys in the parking lot and be like, "Jack, big dog's gonna come and bite you, Jack." I mean, that shit. The fucking dog bite actually scarred me too, so that was kind of fucked up. But you know, yeah, that's about all I
Real
have to
quick,
say
Daryl,
about
check
that.
the
man.
general chat. Sorry to interrupt. Check the general chat. But yeah, Mr. Burns was just
He's a
he was
dickhead.
cool, but he was just a dick to some people. He was cool with me. He never did any of that shit with me. But like I don't know.
Alright
He
with the
thought
man.
I feel like he thought Jack was like weak or some shit, and he just picked on him. And the funniest thing
he was
was
a
when like
predator.
no, when Jack was telling the story about the dog and why he was late, he goes, yeah, the dog bit me. And Mr. Burns asked, did you cry? And Jack goes, yeah. And this dude started laughing. This dude cocks his head back and just starts laughing. Just absolute dick. We should get going to the Ava stories because I think those are the funniest about the pranks.
Okay. Do we want to
Yeah,
talk
high
about
school.
the field trip first, just because we already talked about one? Do we want to talk about the other?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, a lot of this is my story to tell because I was asleep, but
I was trying to sleep.
yeah, I think Jesus and Ian, you can take the fucking stand for this one.
Jesus, you haven't spoke much. Do you want to talk about this one or do you want me to?
You do it.
Okay, sounds good. Anyways, so the story starts off. It's about 8 o'clock. We have 5 people in one hotel room, right? 2 beds, 1 pull-out couch, right? So this man Jack, selfish as fuck, decides to sprawl out on one
No,
bed.
it's selfish.
What do you mean,
You're
no?
Let-
such an
You
idiot.
pulled at
Let
your,
me
you pulled at your,
explain.
you pulled at your ugly model Kindle Fire. It was like, yeah, I gotta read this, and he just spreaded your
Jack,
wings and
Look,
legs.
Jack,
Like a
you're
60-year-old grandpa, man. This dude was out like a light
The
at 8
year
o'clock.
before, I slept on this ugly ass fucking chair. I couldn't sleep a
No,
damn
Jack,
wing.
your old ass took up
Bro,
that.
we made,
Oh,
we made that dude,
boo-hoo.
like, sleep on the floor, and me and Jesus had to share a bed.
Yeah, with another person, bro. Like, what the fuck? It was 3 people in
I
one
mean,
bed.
at least he was warm. I mean, what? What?
Ian?
Actually, that was a plus side.
Wait, no. I think you're known for that at this point. You slept with who?
What do you
Jeremy
mean?
and
You know what?
you
Sure,
said you
yeah,
slept
I
with
was-
Jesus.
I was
no.
the asshole who took a bed, bro.
Okay,
My
anyways,
bad.
I just wanted to get that out. So Andre, he go dibs on the pull-out couch. So he's the second person out. So me, Jesus, and our other friend who was staying with us, decided, yo, let's pull some pranks on these fools for, taking all the good sleeping spots. So we start throwing coins at Jack's face, whoever lands it closest to them.
That's why y'all did this. Petty.
No,
as
I don't know
hell,
if that's
bro.
the
I had
exact
a
reason.
pull-out couch.
I don't know if that was the
You know how uncomfortable
exact reason, but like,
it was.
y'all were definitely the first people to fall asleep, so y'all got
Yeah, we were
pranked.
bored
But
too.
anyways, we start
That
throwing
was-
coins at Jack's face. Jack starts kicking the air, and then this is where the pranks step up.
The only
We're
reason why I went to bed was because you guys were playing Minecraft and literally saying nothing for like 2 hours. I was like, okay,
I don't
bro, I'm just
remember
gonna
playing
play now.
Minecraft.
I don't remember playing Minecraft either.
Once
I remember y'all playing
You're
Minecraft
tripping.
in one of the.
I do remember that you guys were playing
Doesn't
Minecraft.
Put my-
continue.
Kick
you
my
definitely
heel
were
in the
playing
ass,
What the
bro.
fuck?
Because you said I'm tripping. What are you talking about?
No, whoever
I
just said
really-
let's continue, I thought that was me.
That was Daryl.
Anyway,
Okay.
story.
Anyways, back to the story. So we start throwing shit at Andre, whether it's food, fucking video game. We start stacking video games on this dude's head, right? And he's starting to get pissed. Like he wakes up because fucking stop it. We're like, okay, we'll stop. So we get under the pull-out couch on the dirty ass hotel floor and start punching the bed. And this dude's like, "Ah!" This dude is just so fucking upset.
And like
I
it's in
was
sneak mode.
enraged.
I remember seeing an image of you had thrown the Bible at him.
We threw a lot of stuff
Yeah.
at this man. We threw gummy bears, gummy
We threw
snacks.
Y'all literally threw all of your
Mario Kart,
snacks at
like,
me.
Deluxe.
And then complained about not having any snacks because he threw it at me. I was like, okay, no.
It's your fault for falling asleep.
So this is where it gets good.
Bro,
We start hitting him with the pillow, right? I hit him with the pillow. I hurry up, get under the bed, back in my like little hiding spot. This man sits up. I see his feet like step on the ground, right? I'm like, oh fuck, he's about to go beat their ass. And he goes, do
I
that
got
shit
up.
one more time, and I will kill your limbs. And I'm just sitting down. What the
Kill
fuck
your
does that
limbs,
mean?
bro. This is like in,
Just kill your limbs.
this is like in what, 8th grade?
Eighth
Yeah, I
grade,
had no idea
So
what
I'm
that
like-
meant.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, I
I-
didn't know these guys well at the time, so I'm like, dude, what the fuck does that mean? So
I'm
I'm,
gonna
like,
be.
I'm under the bed just like, ah. Go ahead.
I remember
I
the
was
3 of
gonna
them
say,
made a
like-
whole group chat.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we
like,
made a whole group chat to talk because we were fucking scared. We thought this man was actually gonna fucking
Dude,
like,
I still
murder
have the
us.
group chat.
And And then I think it was either Jesus or our other friend. He said, "Dude, Andre, calm down. It's just a joke. It's supposed to be funny." Andre replies, "It's not going to be funny when your head splatters against the wall." I'm like, damn, okay, someone's been playing too much Mortal Kombat.
Thing is, I haven't at the
Apparently not on
time.
the field
I
trip.
just
then.
got it.
So fucking.
We took this one weirdo with us too.
That fucking weird.
I know who you're
dude.
talking about, yeah.
That dude got beat up for saying Black History Month didn't
That's
matter.
Yeah, I
he's
remember
the reason
that.
I roomed with y'all, because me and the other friend who roomed with us, we were
still
planning on
ended
rooming
up-
together regardless, right? And then the teacher who was running it, he was like, "Yo, you guys are only a group of 2. Do you mind rooming with these other 2 guys?"
It was
The
a,
other 2
it was
guys
a-
were fucking weirdos.
they
And I
came
was
in our
like,
room later
You know,
anyways.
yeah, I was like, I'm pretty quick on my feet. I look down, I see Andre, Jesus, and Jack. I'm like, okay, these guys are not nearly as weird as the other option, but I still don't know them.
Few
And I was
things.
like, no, we're already rooming with them. And then they look at me like, what the fuck says who? I'm like, please. And then he goes, okay. He writes us down, and then the rest is
I
history.
was confused. I was
And
like,
it's
what
crazy
the
to
hell?
think like if I never did that, I probably wouldn't like be here right now talking to y'all. Cause like when would we have become friends if that never happened?
And the bond occurred.
Yeah,
Thanks,
and then
dude.
now we hate each other and do
Worse.
YouTube.
True.
Yeah, I
And now we're
despise
even more
Ian
racist.
from the bottom of my heart.
But yeah, that's our origin story.
And is there any other things from that trip we should
What about that lady who was
about?
running around without her shirt?
Yeah, when me and
Oh yeah,
Jack got flashed.
me and Jesus got flashed at Kings Island. There was
The
just
first
this
time they
bitch with
ever
her.
saw titties.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
There was this
physical
bitch with her
titties.
tits out. Yeah, real life titties. Yeah. This bitch, she just had her tits out, just sprinting down the fucking place, like cuckling like a mad woman.
Oh
It
my
wasn't
God.
even both tits; it was just one.
Dude,
And me and
bro,
Jesus,
I can't see anything.
I'm pretty sure I remember it was just
I
one.
remember seeing 2 like really blurry round things,
Blur.
Well, we'll
Wait,
agree to
wait,
disagree because this was like 4 years ago.
but it was enough
What's
for me
wrong
to
with your
know.
eyesight, Jack? What do
He
you?
has motion blur.
I'm sorry.
Motion blur.
He was running to the
Oh.
kids section of the theme park.
Oh,
Which was
that's
even more
That's actually
concerning.
terrible. No, like that's actually fucked.
But I mean, it was nice
When
for
you
us.
just
Though.
didn't get on
Yeah,
a
exactly.
single ride, bro.
Bro, I
Yeah,
hate
that
roller
man Jesus-
coasters. Fuck
We only went on roller
coasters.
coasters. One of those roller coasters scared the piss out of me, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
why I'm
remember
going on, bro. Fuck that
going
shit.
up the hill. I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing right now? But I mean, it wasn't that bad. And I got a badass shirt about it, so I'd call it a W.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, also, I think we should move on to the Ava prank stories.
Yes, definitely.
And I think around then we should call it wraps. I mean, it's up to Daryl.
I think maybe the Central Catholic is the finale, but the
Okay,
Ava
fine.
stories are
Ava
definitely.
stories. Okay, so most people know who she is. She's been in a few of our.
She's been in
Um,
Among Us and Minecraft, and that's all.
Yeah,
Because
that's
she's
pretty
a
much it.
woman, that's all she plays.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know
Jack,
how
you're
they
just
get.
not
right.
winning today, bro. You're just
Exactly.
Bro,
Oh, no,
are
these
gonna
jokes are
look at
landing.
Jack
He's
like a
fine.
villain. Anyways, so she, to put this kindly, is very, very gullible, right? You tell her anything, you
She's
say it with a
stupid.
straight face. You say it with a straight face, she'll believe it. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna tell her about the birthday party one, because that was probably like the biggest.
That's the grand
biggest
finale. We
one.
also should tell her there's some names that we should keep out, but
Okay,
the
so
first
we'll do.
big story that was so wild and insane that there's
So
no way
me-
a sane man would
So,
believe it.
so this was just, I think it was me, Andre, and Jesus just coming up with a story randomly, right? And the story pretty much was our one friend, we'll call him Programmer, because so everybody here knows who that.
I
who
was
I'm
also
referring to.
was definitely involved with coming
Okay,
up
yeah,
with this
me,
story.
yeah, the 4 of us were just coming up with a
Oh
story just
wait,
for
that
fun.
story, I have a part in it too.
Yeah, we know your part, bitch. You were the
Is this
resident
at Jack's
spread.
party?
No, that's
Anyways,
different
no, this was
situation.
not at Jack's party. This was a year before. Anyways,
Oh.
so he's a good friend of ours. We'll call him Programmer in this story, and another person.
The
We'll call her
whale.
we'll call her the sperm whale. Anyways, so we made up the story that Programmer and sperm whale went into Jack's math class started having aggressive sex in the middle of the classroom, broke through the second floor of the school, landed on a high school student named
That would
no, it
have
was a
been
freshman named
fucking
Jeffrey the
it.
freshman.
I don't even know. Is Jeffrey a real person?
No.
No.
No,
we just made him
Completely
up.
fictional
now.
person.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
is
the
a figment
freshman was
of our
a made-up
imagination.
guy.
So we tell the
I-
story. They
Wait.
bust through the floor, land on this kid, put him in critical condition, and we come up to Ava. We're like huffing and puffing, like we just ran there with like insane news. Like, did you hear the story? She's like, what? I'm like, so we just retold her the story. She's like, oh my god, no way. So, I think Andre and Jesus were telling Daryl and another friend about it later that night in a PS4 party, right? And next day, programmer comes up to us. He goes, dude, did you guys hear about that rumor going around about me? Me and Jesus look at each other like, huh? But like, wait. I was like, do you think it's that rumor? And he goes, I'm like, what rumor? He goes, something about me and Sperm Whale hooking up. I look at Jesus, I'm like, shit. So we talk about it at lunch with the group, and I'm like, listen, I do feel kind of bad, so I'm gonna go over to him and confess. So this actually is leading to a whole nother chain of events. I'm going to. We come as a group. Like for some reason, like the entire lunch table went over there to talk to him. So we looked like we were about to mob this dude. And I go up to him. I'm like, listen, about that rumor.
Oh
Oh,
God!
Use this
Why
name.
did you?
Oh, you
That
idiot.
doesn't last long.
So the rumor. So me, Jesus, and Andre and Jack technically started the rumor, but it was meant to be a joke for Ava and not a rumor. He goes, what? He puts his hands on me, starts gripping me up. I grab his wrist, I take him off. I was like, don't touch me, Josh. Just hear me out.
Dude,
Some dude named,
Oh my God!
we'll call him, what should
The
we call him?
programmer.
Loser?
No,
We'll
wait,
call
I'm
him
so
programmer.
confused.
Wait, what do you mean?
Grover.
Call him
And I think the
retard.
fact
All
is
of
you
y'all are
name dropped
gross.
him.
Bro, I'm so confused.
Wait, what's the confusion?
You keep
You
calling
said
me
his
Josh.
name.
Josh.
Oh,
Yeah, you keep saying his
Oh
name.
shit, really? Oh,
Guess what I
Yes.
have to do?
oh fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was just, oh man. Okay, so programmer puts his hands on me, right? He goes, what did you just say? I take his hands off me. I was like, listen, let me explain. So I try to explain to him, and one of his friends, we'll call him
Stupidity.
dipshit.
Call him little bitch.
We'll
Loser.
call him dipshit.
We'll call him
So
ADHD.
yes,
Loser.
ADHD. ADHD comes, gets right up in my grill. He goes, back off my boy. I'm like, huh? Like I'm like visibly confused because like I just don't see why like this had anything to do with him. I'm like, listen, dude, the adults are talking, scram. And he goes, no. He puts his fucking hand on my shoulder, and he goes, something about like, he's like, I'll fucking sock you. I was like, then do it. So I start getting in his face. I'm like, dude, then do it. And then he ends up walking away, right? I'm like, okay, fuck him, whatever. I didn't think much of it at the time. And
then it comes to me. I have.
okay, go ahead. You can
Oh
take it from
my
here.
God.
Ugly music in the
So-
background. What the
So long story short, me
Mute
and programmer,
your
we
mic.
are cool now. So
Like the
That was
fact
all
that he
settled,
never
but now here
answers
comes
his
Daryl.
fucking direct messages.
yeah, that is
But
true.
yeah, the story passes over to me. So I knew ADHD, okay? So he was a good friend of mine at the time. So basically, he comes up to me and he tells me that like, basically, some dudes are gonna jump him in jail or something like that. Like this whole situation.
Programmer, you
like,
mean?
Oh yeah, programmer. I'm so sorry.
It's
You might as well
hard.
just keep You might as well just keep calling him to this point.
No. But anyway,
Yeah, his name
You
is
ought to heard his
Josh.
name like 50 times.
So ADHD and programmer are apparently getting jumped. That's what I'm. And you know, I'm friends with both of them.
No. They were trying to jump me.
I know. I know. That's what I
Oh,
was
okay.
told.
Reverse jump.
But so basically, I heard this, and I'm sitting here like, all right, like these are my homies, and at the time I was a little delinquent, so I'm just like, ooh, fight time, like, so I'm ready to just start going and mixing people, right? He points this group of people out,
It happened to be
in
us.
the hallway. Yeah, in the hallway at lunch. This is before I knew everybody. So he points them out, and I'm just like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna just to them, like, let's go. I walk over there, and at this time I had only known Jesus and Andre. So I walk over there. I'm like rearing up to fight. I'm the first person I grabbed was Ian, like, cause he had his back to me. So I grabbed him and I turned him around, and then I looked up and realized that Andre and Jesus were there. So I'm just like, oh nope, never mind, off limits. I'm not fighting somebody that like is friends with them.
Now let me
So
tell
I
you what I
tried-
was going through my mind when he did
Whoa,
this.
whoa, wait,
Was I
hold on.
there this day? I don't remember this.
I wasn't there either, so. He's me.
But,
When are
it
you
was-
there? When were you in school?
Nothing. You never showed up, moron.
What are you
You
talking
never
about?
showed up
So-
once.
And if
What do you mean?
did,
What am
read-
I talking about?
If you did, you read the nerves. Like what?
So like
What? That's not even close to true.
I see these guys, and I'm just
It
like,
is.
immediately, it's off limits, whatever. Like, so I had to make up a reason as to why I have my hands on this person that I did not know. So I just decided to act like I knew him. I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro? How you been? Like, it was good, bro." And just started having a whole conversation, and then I just like walked away, like really cringe.
Now let me
It's
tell you
just
my
a
perspective. So I'm chatting
really
with the
bad day.
fellas.
No, thank
right?
you.
This slanky black man comes up from behind me and just shakes me. I turn around. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I see him look at Andre and Jesus behind me, and he looks back at me. He's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. What do you need something?" And he just walked away. And then it was actually like 2 months ago. He told me the actual like background of that story, that he was actually planning on like punching me or something
Bro,
like that.
When I walked over there, I was just gonna spin you around and sock you in the face.
See, like, why is that your initial like go-to thing? Like, why was that even?
You're
like,
welcome,
okay,
Ian.
on
We
your-
saved you.
Exactly. Our presence saved your life.
Actually, that
like,
would have
the-
just
the
been fucking
reason-
karma for the shit you did to me. You had it coming.
Was that
The reason
before or
that
after?
was my
I have
the
no
reason
was
that
I think it
was
was
my
after.
thought process. The reason that was my
Alright.
thought process was because like in my head, like I really just don't like people who jump people. Like it just irks me. So like the fact that
So
I
you didn't
heard
know what
somebody-
actually happened. You just heard
Yeah,
that.
no, I didn't know
the
what
group of
actually
us.
happened. I just heard that you guys were jumping
Us.
my friends, so I'm just angry.
You want to hear
filled
the
with
crazy
rage.
thing about that? You want to hear? So this dude ADHD was talking about, oh, they're trying to jump my mans. That ain't cool. So he hits up a shit ton of people. A shit ton of people I'm friends with. Like- My bad.
You got the virus.
So he's like texting a bunch of people. He's like, "Yo, I need this dude beat up," and he's not telling people who I am, right? So like people are just going around talking about me getting jumped, and people like are talking to me about it because they don't know it was me. I think it was I'm not gonna say his name, but friends with me and Daryl, football team, big guy.
We'll
Oh.
call
You know,
Did
him
Ava
Big
used to have a
Guy.
crush on him?
No, wait, who
We'll
did
call him
who
Big
did Ava
Guy.
used to have a crush? We
We,
saw
we don't know
the
at
other
this
day.
point.
I don't.
He's
Russian.
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, and linebacker man.
he's just
Oh
first
wait,
year working with-
I
yeah,
think
The
I
one
know
who
who
did
you're
all the
talking about now.
Fortnite
Starts with S.
dances.
Yeah.
The
okay,
the man
anyways.
who is it the man who was like sweating a fucking angel on the back of his shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
okay,
guy.
I
Wait,
know,
what?
I know.
Anyways, so like he's talking to me about it. He's like, "Yo, this dude is like trying to get a bunch of people to jump somebody."
Oh
I'm like-
my god. This dude
I'm like, dude,
ADHD.
that person is
This dude
Oh,
ADHD.
my bad, ADHD. So wait, I'm just gonna say that. So he talks to me. He's like, "Yo, this dude ADHD is trying to get a bunch of people to like jump somebody." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I recognize that name." I was like, "Dude, I think that's me." And like, we're like, "Oh shit." So this dude ADHD is like fucking assembling a squadron on some like Ocean's 11 type shit.
The squad
And,
he assembled
I
was
imagine
really like
it would
the
have
Avengers.
happened when we were walking home too.
No, like
You know
I
how
told
we
him.
walked
like,
the alley?
No, because he was
Yeah.
ADHD was texting Big Man, or that's what we're gonna call him, Big Man. While I was like
Big
with him,
shock.
and he was like, "Yo, what?"
Mario
Big Man
Judo.
was like, "Yo, what should I tell ADHD?"
Oh, Mario Judo.
Yeah, Mario Judo. He was like, I was like, "Yo,
Mario
tell him,
Judo.
like, I'll tell him my route home."
That could be a nickname for
'Cause, like,
somebody
when
else.
once I realized the people he was assembling were like closer with me than they were with him, like I wasn't worried. I mean, I wasn't worried to begin with, because if he actually wanted to do something, he would have when I gave him the chance in the cafeteria. So I'm like, okay, I tell him the route I take home, and nothing ever happened.
Make a jack
And-
code.
And so yeah, that was actually a really long tangent. I forgot like all that stuff happened from that one prank.
from
Like,
telling Ava that two MS were fucking in the math room and fell through
That's-
the floor and killed a
I
man.
have another
swear.
prank that we told her.
I remember we
Which
told her
one? Which
Hudson
one?
tried to kill
Remember
himself.
when we told sperm whale? Oh my god! Tell that one. Tell that
No,
one.
Oh my god!
that one?
Yes, that
I
sperm
was
whale,
gonna-
the same
Sperm whale.
person.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
We,
was gonna-
we
I was gonna
informed
bring that one up.
Ava. We told her, "Oh my god, there's been an attempted suicide in the cafeteria."
No, it wasn't attempted. It was a like suicide.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it happened.
It was
was
a
On the
successful.
fridge.
suicide that
No,
went through.
With an iPhone.
I remember.
With an
I
iPhone
remember all.
charger
I
off
remember
the
all of it.
fridge.
Okay,
It was
so
I
and-
remember
and,
all
and
of
we,
it.
we were
I'll
like
tell you.
mourning over the fridge. Like, I can't believe the fridge
Wait,
was
wait.
crushed.
We got to tell the full story. Hold on, Andre, you go ahead.
Come on,
I'll-
you guys.
Okay, so
Just go.
Anyway, okay, so this is a day when Ava wasn't here, right? Because I remember that I think we told her the next day because we were trying to say that it happened yesterday when you weren't here. So we tell her that sperm whale wasn't feeling alright. So she climbed on top of the cafeteria's refrigerator, got a iPhone 4 charger, wrapped it around the neck, and just hopped off. But she failed as she fell upon the fridge. It being that
And
she
impaled
was,
herself.
she was just
Crushed the
No, she
fridge.
didn't-
And she
Bayless-
broke the fridge
No,
and died.
he-
No, she broke
he
And she also
destroyed
somehow
the-
died.
she destroyed the fridge and passed away along with the fridge. Like, and we, instead of mourning for our fellow student in the situation, we cared more about the fridge than anything else.
We were
And
like, oh, rest in
we
peace,
made a-
fridge.
We made a little memorial at lunch for this refrigerator that was perfectly
I feel like
fine. in
Ava
the back
was
And
there,
room.
it
but
was
she was
still
like-
there too.
No,
Yeah,
she
Ava-
wasn't there.
No,
we
feel like
told
Ava-
her
no, I
like
feel
you
like
kept
she
going
was.
to
No,
the fridge.
No,
What are you
no, here,
talking
no, let me
about?
say it, let me talk. She was there. She came late to lunch because I remember the big thing was, like, she believed it, and, like, the thing was, like, that happened, and we did not get let out of school. She thought that happened, and school just went, like, it was.
Yeah,
going,
I
like,
remember
the
that's what we were
normal way.
saying.
We were like, you're that dumb. Like, you would think something like that would happen, and the school would do nothing about it and just go on with the day.
Just completely ignore it. Ignore a successful suicide attempt
Oh,
in
yeah,
front of
also-
like
also, I
100
just wanna-
The show
students.
must
I just
go
want to
on.
say this. I just want to say this since we're roasting her a lot. When you're watching this, Ava, we're friends. Remember that. We love you.
nah, she knows it.
So,
Speak
so
for
this
yourself.
leads
No.
up.
But you gotta be one of the
I'm
dumbest
playing.
human beings.
All right,
we
this is
know,
probably the
besides
This leads
Jeremy.
up into the.
Oh, you want to
grand
talk, bro? I got a
finale.
story for you, dummy.
You
Are we,
do.
are we telling?
monkey.
Are we telling?
Yeah,
the
I
birthday
do.
prank? And then.
Yeah,
the-
Nah, bro,
okay.
hold up.
Okay, so let me-
but real quick, can I add on? Because this man want to be talking about intelligence. So one day, we, one day we told this man Hudson. It was a normal day, nothing else going on,
Oh my! I remember this.
and we told this
Oh,
man
it's
that it
this.
was a
Pull the
half.
screenshot.
We told this man it was a half day, and it's time for 10th period after lunch. So he gets out of lunch and he goes to his 10th period class. You know, he walks in trying to get attendance, and then he's told that that he's a complete moron and that this is not 10th period class. And he calls us, like, he texts us like minutes later saying, "You guys are idiots, bro. How could you guys lie to me like that?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "It's
Dude,
not
I have the
10th
screenshot
period."
right here. Can I
Started
read it out to you
dying,
guys?
bro.
So Hudson goes, "Thanks for telling me it was time slot 10." Jesus replies, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Now Miss, we'll call her Miss Unpleasant because I fucking hate her. Now Miss Unpleasant finna be on my back. It's time slot 8 right now." And Chad goes, "You believe that? I thought you were just fucking around." He goes, "Oh yeah, sure. When I asked you for a serious answer, thanks a bunch." So that man skipped.
Now
time
remember,
slot
he-
9 and 10. Oh. This man just had to look at his watch, but he folded.
At his phone.
I didn't check my watch because I trusted
No,
you
even
guys.
even if we did,
That's your first
You
mistake.
know how
That
half
was
days
your
work,
first
Hudson. Every
mistake,
class
bro.
is 20 minutes.
My mind wasn't
Yeah.
all there that day. All right.
Okay,
yeah,
Wasn't
I
there
was
a
about
lot
to, I was
of
about to say, even if he did check his watch, then he still would have believed it because we told him it was a half day. we told him that the class was about school was about to be over.
All right. Alright, we
Okay,
gotta get
so
moving on.
let's get into
Let's
the
tell the
grand
grand
finale
finale
of
prank.
the Ava saga.
Okay,
It's
so
my birthday, 11th grade year. I have these birthday parties every year where MFs come to my house and stay the night. No gay sex or anything, but
Sometimes.
I'm
Because you
sorry,
said that, now
I
people
feel
are
like I
gonna
was
think
missing
that.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
For Jeremy and Jeremy
well,
and
why
look,
would you say
I'm
it?
just letting you know that there's no gay
Alright.
You
sex.
killed us.
so long
Ian,
story
Ian,
short,
being the bitch that he is unable to come. So we started hatching a
it
scheme.
was my dad's birthday.
Yeah, you're a bitch. Anyways, you weren't able to come, right? So we decided to hatch a scheme where what's the dumbest, most insane thing we can get Ava to believe?
And I come up with, oh, let's tell her I get kidnapped and sent to the dirtiest part of our town. And we're like, oh yeah, that's gonna work. So I tell the group, I'm like, hey guys, I'll see you at
We
Jack's house tonight.
had
She's like,
Ava
oh, okay.
under the impression that Ian was supposed to show up,
Correct.
and that he was
So-
he was taking an Uber. he was
No,
Ubering to my house.
No, remember, I was supposed to be walking with y'all, and then y'all were
Oh.
like, oh wait, where's Ian? And then the story was, I got into a white van that was supposed to be my Uber. It was like, oh hey, I got tired of walking, so I picked up an Uber along the way, and then mid call, I'm like, wait a minute, is that a gun? And then I hang up like immediately, start building up some tension, and then the guys did a great job on their part, you know, setting
They're
the
like,
scene.
yo,
making-
is Ian fucking with us? Is he? What's actually
Yeah.
happening right now? Did
So
he actually?
so I call back.
Did he actually
I'm
get
like,
Uber
yeah.
scammed?
Yeah, so I called back. I'm like, listen, that
Uber
was not.
We're
scammed.
scammed.
I was like, listen.
You
That
know,
was
it's like
not my
it's the
fucking
thing
Uber.
where your Uber shows up, but it's not your Uber. That's what the problem is.
Why'd you say it like that though? Is
I
that
don't know.
Uber scammed?
Because I had
So-
the idea of Uber and I didn't know what word to put after it.
Alright, so I call back about 10 minutes later, like out of breath. I'm like, guys, that was my fucking Uber. I'm in fucking McKeesport right now. I don't know where I am. I'm in
Yeah,
some warehouse.
cool.
Oh shit, I gotta go. I hang up, right? They call back. I let it ring. They call me back, miss the call twice, you know, build up suspense. And it's going great, right? She's believing it. She's
I
freaking
can tell
out.
this part. Ava's falling for a hook, line, and sinker. Some of the people who weren't in on it, we like texted them because there were some people there who weren't involved in the
So-
planning, but we
so
sort of
I-
let them know. And then
Yeah, so-
Ian calls back and he's like, "I have this fucking genius idea."
Wait,
I'm gonna get-
hold on. Let's tell more before we get to that. So before
That is
happened,
all.
No, before that happened, our friend Alex, he got an Amber Alert. It had nothing to do with me, obviously, but he got an Amber Alert, and it was just perfect timing, because it was in
It was
the
a
area
missing
that
person.
I lied about being kidnapped to. Yeah, it was a missing person. He goes, "Oh shit, this is about Ian." So it was just perfectly set, right? And she's like freaking
I
out. She's
feel like
like,
at
"Yo,
some
we gotta
point
call
we were
the
also
cops. We gotta
planning for
tell."
Daryl to show up, like maybe
Yeah,
looking
we
for
were-
Ian or something.
Yeah,
I was
because
pretending to be driving around looking for you.
yeah, I remember that, but that didn't happen. So, you know, and I would like to tell the
And
part
then
about
Ian,
me
no,
falling.
I will tell it because you don't
Let me-
deserve
let me
to tell it because you
explain.
almost ruined it.
No, he.
Okay, go ahead.
It still works. There's fucking. She's dumb.
But he
That's
he
true.
almost threw
Yeah,
it
she
away
was
because
fucking-
she was starting to not believe it as much after this. Ian is
Yeah.
messaging us in our special group chat we had to plan this. He's like,
The
I
whole
have a
group chat
genius
just for the
idea.
prank.
Yeah, I have this great fucking idea. I'm going to call you as the kidnapper to demand money or something.
At the time, I was like, "Oh, okay, that
Demand
sounds
money.
cool." The
It was your
delivery
idea.
was terrible.
And you show up with
No,
this
I
awful
never said it
Russian
wasn't.
accent. The most horrible acting.
He's
But-
like,
ooh.
I've seen it.
I am
found
your
it.
friend. You
I am
disappeared
your
me.
friend. Like,
Okay.
bro,
I just
you
want
need
you
to
guys
put
to
a man that is
appreciate.
listening.
I need you guys to appreciate the performance I had before
That
that.
shit was.
Y'all forgetting about the excellent first half there was to the
No,
prank.
you were right, but then you turned ass.
We were
Okay,
also
so anyways.
acting, and we never folded like you did.
Y'all didn't have the leading role. Y'all were just.
We had
bad.
the
You
role
made
of
a roll
best
up, bitch.
friends.
Play.
Exactly.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna argue about something that happened a year ago. So,
You're what?
so luckily, she was like, it wasn't enough to like completely sell her like, oh, this is cap. She started to get skeptical, and then the next day at school, I had to like come up to her like serious. I was like, guys, please don't ever
Yeah,
talk
the
about what
end of the
happened
plot line
this
was
weekend.
Ian manages to break out and he catches a bus home.
Yeah. And then I come up to school, like, just dead serious. I'm like, listen, guys, we're not going to talk about what happened this weekend, all right? You're taking that to the grave. She looks at me dead serious, like, yes, Ian, I got it. I'm not going to tell anybody. I was like, good. And then we never spoke about it again until about 4 months ago when it came up. And Ava, we were, like, talking about, yo, you're dumb for believing that. She goes, wait, that was a prank? And then, yeah, so now
Yeah,
she
so, I
knows
mean,
that. She goes, I thought you were
I still
serious. I
think
felt
her
so
believing
bad.
it forever would have been the good ending.
Hmm.
But
But
alas,
true, but no, but the thing about her, like, her reaction to that confirmed that I didn't completely fold.
well,
Because I'm not gonna
I'm
lie,
pretty
I
sure we
wasn't
already
sure
knew
she.
based on her sincere reaction to what you said at
True,
cafeteria
true.
on
Yeah.
Monday.
Maybe she thought it was just a retarded Russian person.
Just a really unintimidating kidnapper.
I got your friend. Give me money, like bro.
What? bro? I got your friend.
What's that Russian?
doubloons, eh? Get your friend back.
Stop rushing.
No, I'm just pretending to be an unintimidating kidnapper. I
So
wasn't
we
going
might
for
have
Russian.
one
Yeah,
more
so
story
from
about Central
British.
Catholic.
Yeah. Do you want to take that one or?
Yeah,
I
so
thought that was the
basically
last
in
one.
no, this is the last one. We planned this. Don't worry, bro. I think this is a story the whole family can get involved in.
Yeah.
So basically at lunch,
Family.
we used to be vicious back in 10th grade.
We
like
were so toxic. Like, we were
like
terrible
nasty,
to
nasty
Exactly.
people.
We were horrible people.
And
still
basically
are.
Ian was the man to be dogpiled. Because the joke was at first the joke was there's two Catholic schools in our city. One's all girls and one's all boys. And the joke is the all girls school is the gold standard, the most prestigious academy in all of society for men such as us. And then the other Catholic school is gay. So and
For
the names
men,
are
for little
the name are
boys.
very similar. Like except for the first like the word, it's both are Catholic high school, but with a different
So,
word in front.
yeah,
so it's
a
kind of
very
easy to.
easy mistake.
And the
It
joke
was so-
is we're making a company to enter the sewers of Oakland Catholic and harvest the fecal matter
That's the
and
girl.
other
That's the
bodily
girl school.
waste. Right.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what.
sorry. Did I name drop by mistake?
No, you just got to make sure they know it's
Yeah, the
fucking
girls'
girl
school.
we're talking about.
And it's like our fucking corporation. And then Ian one day during the planning of this accidentally says the name of the all male school. And at that point, oh, Ian's gay. Ian goes to Central Catholic.
For like a week. No, it was like 2 weeks, bro. Anytime I would speak, they'd be like,
We had this little
gay."
news app, like where you could make your own news story. We just sent images to the chat, like breaking news: Ian rebuilding Central Catholic. Ian sucks
Like,
balls.
literally relentless, bro. Like, relentless. If it wasn't like such like stupid like middle school roast, I would have been like really upset. But like they just weren't funny, so I didn't really care. And then here, I'll take it from here. So Then
You
one
could
day-
call me sort of the ringleader. Me and Jesus were making most of the jokes
yeah, you
and
guys were
shit.
taking the lead on that. So this is where karma comes into play. So
Yeah,
one day, the joke's still running for some reason, and Jack makes the same mistake as I did. He
like
accidentally-
as soon as it happened, I was filled with like this existential dread.
I was
I was
so
like,
happy.
oh no.
I was so happy. I was like, yes, all this shit's gonna be taken off my shoulders and put onto him, right? So he says that I like get all like my eyes are so.
I was
like,
actually genuinely
happy or whatever.
devastated. I was like, oh no.
No, so now I take the turn as being the ringleader and the bullying. I'm like, you're fucking.
Like
gay, you piece of shit."
the next period, I wrote a whole paragraph on our
In the
Discord
We could
chat.
probably pull up the screenshot. He goes,
Oh,
listen,
God.
guys,
Oh my
this is not okay. This is
God.
like such a toxic group
Listen, I'll
and,
take
like, the
the L
thing-
on this. This
No, like, I
is
was
definitely
so
my
upset.
L.
because he had no problem doing it when it was with me, and then when it got switched onto him, he went like an hour into like the joke on him. He went on a rant, but he apologized. We're all good now. But at the time, I was pissed. I'm like, oh, so you didn't
Pretty
have
sure
a
I
problem?
apologized to you in the message. I was like, Ian, I'm sorry for doing this to you.
No,
I
did.
I didn't want
You-
it to
you
be
did.
me.
Yeah, but I was.
It was
even
like
though
a
you
dog eat dog, killer be killed, dog
Yeah,
pile somebody
facts.
or be dog piled. you know, that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
thing.
just
Yeah, it
you
was
can
survival
understand
of
why
the
I was
fittest
upset.
down there.
Sort
like
of
10th
God.
Like, it was
grade,
so
bro.
annoying. Like, if you weren't, you had to be making fun of somebody, or you were getting made fun of. Luckily,
Like,
we're
there's
not
some
like that
people who
anymore.
are
We're more
always
like every
eating
man for
jokes like
themselves.
Ava and Hudson. Sorry, Hudson.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I eat a fucking ton.
So
a
do
ton
I.
of jokes, bro. Bro, what do you eat, bro?
The glass
I say
Oh,
wall.
one.
don't get
I
me
say
started.
one
The
word. I
glass
say one word.
wall.
No,
Bro, that's
you
a
and
story.
Jeremy are dating each other and you fight all the time.
I say I like Kendrick Lamar, and now it's a running joke, which that's funny. I don't care about that. I
No,
said
it's just what
cat
you said
once,
about Kendrick
and now you
Lamar.
put it.
Yeah,
y'all
you
put
said
that
he
in
was
your
the greatest
vocabulary.
rapper of
And he
all
he
time
won
that
some
ever
un-
lived.
We're not getting into that.
No!
We're not
No,
getting-
no. Because he won some whack award,
getting-
and you're like, oh, he's the best.
But that was one reason, cuz.
No, that was the
Anyways, we're not
dumbest
getting into
reason
the
because it
GOAT
doesn't make any
debate.
sense.
We're not getting into the GOAT debate. All I'm saying is,
He won the
it's a lot
Fortnite
better
Academy
now.
Award.
It's a lot better than it used to be, but it's, I don't know.
I'm
You had to
scrolling
be-
up to the old server's messages, and I
It's in
found the part where I
announcements, 'cause he
wasn't
pinged all of
responding to
us.
your texts.
Yeah.
Alright,
This
so
is
I think
pretty
that's all
bad.
the stories. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
gonna wrap it up?
I mean, other than Andre
Oh.
nutting his prostate out and not having a prostate anymore.
Yeah, that never happened, but alright.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
That is in
Literally,
fact
No, it
factual.
didn't,
It
you
happened.
monkey.
You're
It
going to die
happened. It
soon.
literally
Jack,
happened.
if you want to go
Nut
there,
red,
if
I'm
you want to go
sorry.
there, didn't you recently
Don't, please.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just talking about freshman year jokes, bro. Honest. Bring that up.
Wait, what
Yeah,
happened?
food.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
food.
don't-
we'll tell you after I close this
Nut
out.
November
but
got a little too difficult, and I busted a fat one in my sleep.
This man was like 2 weeks into it, right? Going strong.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
This man
Like,
was.
it was like
This
4
man,
days
this man
ago.
would be calling us weak for failing. He'd be like, he's like, "Huh,
He
y'all are
pulled while I was
trash."
unconscious, bro.
And then your nut runs down your
Four of them,
leg,
not even-
bro.
Oh!
How?
According to the official rule set, I'm still in because you're allowed one. Wait,
But he cares
if
about
if I make it to the end, I get the technical victory. I do lose the moral victory, however, which
Yeah,
is
you get the bad
victory that
ending, not the
matters.
good
most. the bad
get the-
ending. At
you
least
get
I
the
get
neutral
an
ending.
assholes. Y'all all lost in the first week. But
No, I
But
lost in the
shit,
second.
Fat mouth.
4
No,
days.
I lost in the
Hey.
second week.
all I know
At
is
least I wasn't, like-
first.
Yeah,
that man Alex
was
Poland
first.
was first. He lost on the
It was
second
like 12
day.
hours in. No, he was like 12
No,
hours
it was
in, bro.
the first day, and
He was sending
lost.
gay shit to the chat, and he was like, "Guys, I lost."
Bro, he self-destructed. That man self-destructed. He lost to his own
Man killed
fucking
himself.
tactics. Alright.
I tried
Well-
sabotaging y'all with stuff.
But yeah, let's wrap this up. It's
Basically,
around that
everybody
time.
lost now at November.
It's coming up
Yeah.
on 2 hours.
Yeah.
A lot of
this
this
is
shit
gonna
were
have to get cut out.
If you guys would just meet real quick, that'd be great.
Yep.
Guess first thing slimy. Hey, I gotta go.
Bloop.
Bye
So, I have
bye.
access
We'll
to-
see you later.